Governor Andrew Cuomo finally stepped down from his position. Take a look at what he had to say.
The best way I can help now is if I step aside and let government get back to governing. And therefore, that's what I'll do. Because I work for you. And doing the right thing is doing the right thing for you. Because as we say, it's not about me. It's about we.
Wow, that's amazing. Even on his way out of the door, he puts on this really awkward and unsettling display of grandiosity, as if he's doing everyone this gigantic favor, which he kind of is in a sense because he's terrible. But he's like, oh, look, I'm stepping back. I don't want to be a distraction or anything like that. Look, man, I'm just going to do the right thing and step down. Really, buddy? Really? That's what you're taking away from this? He says government needs to get back to governing. I work for you. It's not about me. It's about we. This is what he had to say in that video. First of all, that's not true. You don't work for New Yorkers. I'm not going to get into the specifics of this, but you probably know as much as I know. This guy was incredibly corrupt. Okay, he was no blazing lefty. He wasn't populist. He didn't give a fuck about the mass of people. Okay, he served the interests of the corporations who fueled his campaigns. That's who he was. That's exactly who he was. Okay, and what's amazing about him stepping down, first of all, they had the votes to impeach him. That's what prompted this. He didn't do this because he had such a great heart. Okay, obviously, but they had the votes to impeach him, and so he stepped down. But my beef with this whole thing is that why is this what gets him to step down? Why was this what got everybody so involved and made this the deal that it was? The sexual harassment claims. Now, those are very serious. They should be taken seriously, and you should abide accordingly. But where the fuck was all of this fanfare when he was admitting COVID positive patients to these nursing homes? Basically, one could say committing murder, because you're sending people to their death to go die. And then he underaccounted the death count. He did. I actually made a video on it, and there was really good reporting on it at the time. What? I'm speechless. But I'm glad that he's finally facing some kind of retribution for what he did. And it's important to note that one of the reasons why that wasn't the reason that people were coming out in droves to get rid of him over was that a lot of Republican governors and Republican senators basically copy and pasted. They took his plan. I call it a plan. They took his plan to basically admit the COVID positive patients to the nursing homes and absolve the corporations and institutions of any kind of liabilities from doing this. They basically took that and incorporated it in their own respective states. So he's not the only one to blame for that kind of tactic, because other people took part in it as well. But he is like the quote unquote, one could say the practitioner of that. And he was one of the most notable people that did it. And he wrote a book, and he asyled about how he was this, grandiose crusader to fight COVID, and the media made him look really good. And even now among Democrats, I think there's still a strong percentage of Democratic voters that look at this guy in a favorable light. He's a piece of shit. He's a corporatist. He's incredibly corrupt. He does not serve the interests of the people, no matter what he just said there. He doesn't work for you. He doesn't work for you. That's a lie. He doesn't work for you. So I'm glad he's gone. And now a little bit on his replacement. He's being replaced by the lieutenant governor. Her name is Kathy Hochul. I'm not sure how to say her last name, Hochul, or whatever the fuck. So I can already tell she's a 62-year-old centrist Democrat. Okay. So I can already tell that because she's a woman, this is going to be incredibly vindictive, for lack of a better word, of his detractors. They're going to come out in droves to really support this woman. And shout out to them. More power to their case. I do think it's kind of hilarious that he's being ousted on these sexual harassment claims and he's being replaced by a woman. But this woman is a corporatist. She's a centrist Democrat. She's not for you either. Where is the light at the end of this tunnel? I don't see it. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. The only thing that we can be really happy about is the fact that Cuomo's gone. Okay, that's really it. You know, no more of his fucking antics on CNN with his brother. No more of him sending people to their death. No more of him absolving institutions of liabilities. Okay, no more of that bullshit. So hopefully he's gone for good. Good riddance to him. But it doesn't really seem like his replacement is going to be all that much better. Hopefully one of these days New York can get like a real leader, one that's for the people, one that's on the left. There are a few, I believe, that people are trying to support right now. But anyway, I'm rambling on too much. This is Andrew Cuomo finally getting what he deserves.